What happened was.
Hey friends, it's so nice to see you. It's today, the time is now. You are here and the weather is outside your window.
Today's guest has an inspiring story about landing a dream job, a recurring role on America's favorite daytime drama 25 years in a row, The Young and the Restless. Please welcome my friend, Maria DiDomenico.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Where are you?
I am in Los Angeles, California.
Yes.
It's nice here. It
Yeah.
just is.
Yeah. I've
At
been.
least the weather is, you know?
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite places on earth. So,
Yeah.
how has the last year been for you?
The last year. So it's interesting because at the end of January, I booked The Young and the Restless. That role kind of carried me through the entire year. I was able to film all the way through like March, and then
Wow.
a couple days after everything shut down.
Ugh.
So between that and when I returned back to work, 'cause then I did go back to work in August, I was just at home kind of on I don't know, like a 3-month vacation, I suppose. My husband is an actor, writer, and stand-up. So we wrote little things and filmed it and
Oh, I
just
saw.
kind of kept it. Yeah. We were just kind of staying creative.
Well,
Yeah.
you and Steve did this beautiful, hilarious video of preparing to go inside a store.
Oh yeah, thank
It
you.
was so funny. The setup on it and the punchline of it was just like impeccable because we were
Thank
all
you so
going
much.
through that experience of like suddenly terrified to leave our houses and like
Yes.
having to rethink everything, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the scenario of it was too is that like, you know, this couple that looks like they're on a bank heist, but they're really
Yes.
just plotting out how they're gonna go into the supermarket
Yeah.
without touching anybody or breathing on anything. Like it's
Yeah.
I remember I was just like sitting on the couch thinking like how it felt like a heist movie whenever we go to the grocery store. I was like,
Yeah.
what if we could like film something really quickly and do it? So he drafted up something very quick. We glazed it over, but a lot of it is improv. So we just
Yeah.
sort of like hit the bullet points. And there's numerous takes of us just like arguing. It's like, you're supposed to say that line. No, I'm gonna say line. You say, okay, man up, action. Okay. And then we would like go into like our whole thing. So it's a combination of improv and some things that were sort of written.
I love it.
Let's talk about our plan. What's our plan?
Our plan is to do what we said we were going to come here to do.
Okay.
We go in, we go out, we just get what we need and we don't get greedy.
Yeah, leave no trace, right?
Right. We just stay focused on what we came here to do. Don't hurt anybody.
How many people do you think are inside?
I see about 8 people that have come in since we've been sitting here. 2 have come out. It doesn't seem that busy.
I think it was honestly the first thing I saw that like had some levity about the moment we were in, and it was just really, it was like both poignant and hilarious, and we
Thank
need
you.
to like exhale and like chuckle at ourselves, you know.
That was another reason why we did it too. Well, we can make people laugh.
I'm so deeply inspired by artists and just the creativity that's coming out of this moment, even through the challenges and despair. And it's just that age-old thing. Like even with venue closures, it's like we're all still here and we're all really creative and just make stuff happen.
This pandemic has been really tough on a lot of people.
Yes.
People have lost lives. People have
Absolutely.
lost jobs. Their
Yep.
livelihoods have been turned upside down. So I'm not making light of any of this.
No.
One of the things that I feel like in relation to what we're talking about has really come out of COVID is innovation, because
Right.
everybody has to figure out, well, how do we do this now? You know what I mean? We can't just sit around and not do anything. It's kind of the wild, wild west of creativity right now, which is really
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
It's a really cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah, and I love what you said, that it is important to recognize the moment we're in and that people are losing their lives, right? And that is not a funny thing. But what
No.
artists have always done is provided their hearts and entertainment. I mean, look at like Berlin 1930s, 40s, what was going on there, but like the greatest cabaret era that ever lived, because it was people responding to
Mhm.
what was going on, how they knew how. And you know, and before the digital age, like long before, we had our big stars like flying overseas in World War II to entertain the troops.
Right.
And there's just always been, art has always been the answer. And
Yeah, I
here
think
we are
art
again.
has been one of the many gifts in every form. Music,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
performance,
right.
dance really has is a gift and can be used as a gift.
What happened was.
Okay, so I've been working in restaurants for like 15 plus years. You know what I mean? I was rounding out my 4th or 5th year out here in Los Angeles working as a waitress, crying as I'm like sweeping. Fast forward, the restaurant that I was working for was like, hey, listen, we're no longer in need of servers. So I took that as a sign, and I decided that I was going to quit completely, like quit it in my heart, quit it in my mind. Like
Wow.
it was no longer a possibility for me to work in a restaurant just as an actor. I'm just gonna, you know, take a leap of faith and I'm gonna move forward. I get a little ding on my phone for an audition for a Dr. Pepper commercial. So I walk into this audition and I'm familiar with these Dr. Pepper commercials because they're kind of funny. And so I go in there, I just do this audition. I even bring in my own spatulas because I was supposed to be like a cook. Because I didn't care. I was just like, this is my last shot. On the 4th of July, we have this earthquake here. Okay, big one too. The earth shakes and it shifts, and I'm like, whoa, this is weird. I feel like there's a shift coming. I know I'm weird like that. I get a phone call from wardrobe. It was from wardrobe, and they're like, hey, we need to get your measurements right away for this commercial. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sorry, did I book this? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, so I booked this national commercial that basically pays for my rent for the year of 2019. So then comes January, right? I came very close to booking a role on a soap opera. And when it didn't happen, I was just like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like, this just feels like more of the same.
Yeah.
So I go into this audition for The Young and the Restless. I think I had like maybe like $10 in my bank account. And I think one of my sisters had just helped me pay for rent.
Wow.
And so I had this attitude where I was like, I'm just going to go in there and do my thing. Because who even knows if I'll even book it? There's like 30 girls waiting in this room.
Yeah.
I go in there, I do it. And I leave. And Steve, my husband, always takes me to my auditions because he's so kind. So I don't have to worry about parking. He's like, how'd it go? And I was like, man, I guess. I mean, I did it and it was fine. So then I get this phone call. My agent, she's like, they want to see you for this part. And I'm like, for what part? And she's like, they want to call you back for I go, for that part? But it's just down to me and this one other woman. She comes in and I realize we're both out for the same part. So I turned over to her. I was like, have you ever been in for anything this big? And she's like, no. I was like, yeah, this is my big to date. And then I stop and I go, you know what? Let's just go in there and do our thing. And she's like, yeah. And I go, because who cares? Like at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. Let's just like go in there, give them our best performance and walk out. So I go in first. And then I come out, she goes in, and then I leave. And I'm like, thank you. Okay. So I leave and my phone rings and it's my agent. She's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm on the road. And she's like, they want you to come back. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
what?
God.
So I go back in and they go, hey, we just want to see. So they give me a different direction. They just wanted to see what I could do. So I was like, okay. So I go in, I do it. And as I'm leaving, one of the producers says, okay, cool. We'll call you in 10 minutes. I get in the car and I drive away and then the phone rings and they say, you got it, you booked it. And that was the thing that shifted. And then I was like, what are you talking about that I booked this job? I went from like no job to like the job.
Wow.
So, and that all, and I say this without getting too deep about it or whatever, but really it was that choice in my heart and in my mind to take the leap of faith, but for real this time.
Yeah.
Knowing that like I could fall flat on my face and maybe I will be like struggling to pay rent, but at least I've decided that there's no safety net anymore. And I'm just going for it. And it paid off.
That's such a great story. And it's like the series of choices you made, you know, because you could have been discouraged after doing that amazing commercial, a year passing and you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you kept with it and you kept making those choices and that's incredible. And then you did 20 episodes of The Young and the Restless.
it taught me so much. It taught me discipline. It taught me that I do have what it takes to memorize 23 pages
Yeah, you
and
do.
and do like, you know, like a short movie in a day. You know, they
Yeah.
sometimes film like 2 episodes a day. It's a lot. It's dialogue heavy.
Wow.
And I have so much respect for soap opera actors because they're really talented.
Beautiful and inspirational story, and thank you for sharing it. Well, I've just been watching you in awe of all you've been accomplishing, and it's really amazing. So
Thank
so
you.
glad we get to talk today. Can I ask you
Yeah.
some questions? Zodiac sign.
Scorpio.
First show you ever did, like first experience acting ever in your life.
The Crucible Community Theater, my first year of college.
Who were you?
Abigail Williams.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, but I just have to say, like, I was like so doing a Winona Ryder impression, like in that, like I was like 18 years old. It was my first play.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I'm a Winona this right now, because
That's smart. Who's your favorite actor of all time?
John C. Reilly, big John C. Reilly fan. Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah, she's the best.
I just want her to be my godmother. Like, I don't know, maybe I could put it out there into the ether.
She already is, really. Maybe she's the godmother of all of us. I like that for us.
Yes.
Favorite work of art?
I love Scorsese's body of work.
Yeah. Favorite musical?
Guys and Dolls. Hamilton.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite color?
Forest green.
Favorite food?
Burrata, charcuterie boards, prosciutto, salami.
Best vacation ever?
Italy, and like, you know, like sit like with the wind like blowing in my hair and a little sunshine on my face and like sipping on an espresso. But my real favorite vacation was a trip to Utah I made this summer. Actually went to Zion National Park.
Wow.
And it was one of the most beautiful places.
It's the red carpet of a film you just started in. Maybe it's a Scorsese film. Who are you wearing?
I shop at Walmart.
You can wear Walmart.
I can wear Walmart, right? I'll tell you what, whoever dresses Jennifer Lopez,
Oh,
please dress me.
yeah. Favorite song, or like most inspiring song, or a song that's just like a touchstone for your life?
I'm not throwing away my shot. I know we just talked about Hamilton, but like, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Like, I sing that song whenever I'm feeling insecure about an opportunity and feeling like I can't, like I'm not, I don't know, either worthy to live up to the scenario or whatever. I play that song, real talk, play that song because I'm like, I'm not going to throw away my shot. If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody going to do it for you.
Best sick day excuse?
Pink eye. Pink eye. Pink eye.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you around when you got pink eye.
I'm giving you a weekend away with any person that's ever lived.
Amelia Earhart. Because I need to know what happened. Because I'd be like, Amelia, so are you in the sea? Where are you? What happened to you? What went down on that day? It's a mystery. None of us know.
And if you get the weekend away with Amelia, is she going to be flying the plane you travel on?
No, because she did not do well on her last flight. So we're not going to. What?
Okay,
No,
got
we're
it. No, I
taking
just
the
needed
train
to
or
know.
someone else is flying. Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
we're taking separate chartered planes. I don't even want her on my
Gotcha. Meet
plane.
you there. Yeah.
Yeah. Meet me in the Bahamas.
But not the Bermuda Triangle.
But not the triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your backup dream job?
Like a paranormal investigator?
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go to any planet.
I think there's like some like Earth-like planets out there in the
Maybe.
far universe. That's
Any
where I
planet.
would want to go.
Okay, you can live at any time period.
I need to go back to the 18 somethings and just like be very demure and wear these elaborate pearls and dresses. And, you know, I'm not going to enjoy it in the summertime, but I definitely will feel pretty all right during the cooler months.
Well, give my regards to the Duke. You can spend a year living as another person. Who is it?
I've always wondered what it was like to be Oprah or Maya Angelou. Like, what's in that mind? Like, I'd love to just journal one day as Maya Angelou.
You can go back in time to any time in your life as you now and tell your younger self at any day in your life one thing. What is it?
I would go back to when I was anywhere between like 14, 15. And I'd go back and I'd say, hey, keep on being who you are. It's weird now, but it'll pay off in the end.
Rock on. What's the meaning of life?
living every day to the fullest, being present in the moment, and being the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. That's it.
That's big. Yeah. What was the high note of your life? Wow. What was the low note of your life?
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is delightful. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me, Zachary.
That's all for today's episode. Puppies and rainbows till we meet again.